Hello, my name is Jacqueline Pollauf, and today I wanted to share a quick practicing tip about smoothing out chords, specifically chords in a passage where the shape or the inversion keeps changing. For example, let's take a 4-note chord. So I'm set up now on C, E, G, C, which is a triad and an octave on the outside, quite a standard shape. And you might have a passage where you have that for your first shape, but rather than staying with the same shape for the next chord, things rearrange, and now the fourth is at the bottom. And then it rearranges again for the third chord and again for the fourth chord. And for most people, if the shape stays the same throughout the passage, it's much easier than what I just did, where everything keeps shifting and rearranging. And it can be difficult to have that type of passage and have all of the fingers land really smoothly and simultaneously when moving from chord to chord, which of course is what we want. Some people find that instead of that, they might be placing kind of one finger at a time, or maybe just a couple fingers and then wiggling the others in, or even rearranging to get set up properly. So if any of that is happening, a great way to practice this type of passage is just to build up the fingers gradually. So rather than playing all 4 fingers right off, you could start with just fingers 1 and 4, the outside of the chord, which here happens to be all octaves, and play that to start. And then you could add in finger number 2. So now we have 3 fingers of the 4-note chord, but we're omitting finger number 3. And that can take a bit of thinking to realize which 3 notes you want when you drop the one like that. It's a little bit of an intellectual challenge, but it's also a great chance to look at the different intervals, like the interval between the thumb and the second finger. The distance between those strings keeps changing. And then after that, you could do fingers 1, 3, and 4. So now we're omitting finger number 2. And then you could just do the top 3 fingers, fingers 1, 2, and 3, without the 4th finger. And then the bottom fingers, fingers 2, 3, and 4. It always feels a little strange to leave off the thumb. And then come back around to all 4 again. And some people might find that there's a particular combination of fingers that they find really challenging, that they might need to practice a little bit more. Or some people just cycle through all of the different combinations for a few days to smooth it out. But that can be very helpful. And also, it doesn't need to be something just like what I played. It could be 4-note chords, it could be 3-note chords, it could be both hands. The chords could be moving around the harp a little bit more. But regardless of what you're doing, I hope that this short practice tip about building up with the different combinations of fingers is helpful to you.